Hello, welcome to Wilson. Let me introduce myself. I am Angie Garber, the media specialist at Wilson Elementary. The best way to reach me is by email, and my email is angiegarber@foresthills.edu. You can follow library and book and computer news as long as what's happening in the library on Twitter. The library tweets with the handle @WeMediaCenter. So first, let me tell you a little bit about me. This is my 5th year as a media specialist at Wilson. Formerly, I have taught 6th, 5th, 4th, and 3rd grades, with the majority of my teaching done at Sherwood Elementary. I love Wilson, and I love getting to teach the kindergarten through 6th grades, the awesome variety. I have 3 children and a dog and 2 cats, which didn't make the video. I got my undergrad from Miami and my administrative degree from University of Cincinnati. In my time at Sherwood Elementary, I was lucky to receive Love and Logic training, which really is a huge part of how I interact with children today. As the media specialist, some of my big interests are creating readers, helping them find great books, and developing a love of reading and learning with them. Also, I would like them to love to learn, and I think being a 21st century learner is a big part of developing that love of learning. With Makerspace, this is a new concept for us this year, but our Wilson Library is developing a Makerspace, and a Makerspace meets the needs of its community members by allowing them a space where they can come in and make things of their own interests. So that will vary of things to like crafts, to artwork, to robotics, to coding and engineering, Legos, really anything is possible. I'm really excited to get that space going, and the students 1st through 6th grade will begin using the Makerspace this school year. Well, you may wonder what a 21st century learner is. So these are some of the gears and cogs that operate in a 21st century learner's brain. As the media specialist, I help all my students find information. So whether that information be in print books or online, but also teaching them to think critically about that information, to collaborate with others to build their learning, to collaborate at a global scale, kind of innovate and find what's new, develop their passions, and think about their learning plan and how are they going to meet their learning plan. So I thought this was a great graphic to show how it all comes together. These are all things that we would work on in our media as well as the classrooms at their Wilson years. So a big part of the library is books, and every class that comes to the library gets to check out books. I'll tell you more about where you can locate our library books, but our current card catalog is located online at destiny.foresthills.edu. We have nonfiction books in many varieties of topics. We have everybody books, which are picture books, great stories for everybody, not just primary readers. We have magazines. We have junior fiction, which is beginning chapter books. And then our fiction is now separated into different genres: historical fiction, action and adventure, sports, fantasy, realistic fiction. Usually grades 3 through 6 spend the majority of their time checking out in nonfiction in the genres. So how do you find out about our library books? You can go online to destiny.foresthills.edu. There is also an app available. For our library, you can scan this QR code, and you might want to pause the video now. If you scan the QR code, that will take us to Destiny. You can also get the Destiny Quest app available on the iTunes store, also on the Android store. Once you first open the app, you do have to connect it to our library. So I took a screenshot here of the beginning, the initializing the app, and you have to put the following information in there. So another good time to pause the video and record down that information. Students will have to then, once they choose Wilson, they will have to log into the app or log in to the web-based server, and their usernames and passwords are the same. So in the box here in the middle is username, password information. If students log in, they can look for books, put books on hold, they can read ebooks, and you can also see which library books your student has checked out. So for books are checked out weekly when students come to media. Books are checked out for 2 weeks and they can be renewed. Our library does not have fines, so the students need to bring the book in for a renewal. So they'll bring the book down to the library and then they can have it for 2 more weeks. If a book is on hold by another student, I will tell the student if they could finish it in 1 or 2 more weeks so the next person that wants the book could have it. As far as the total amount of books out, kindergarten and first grade, it's 1 book checked out. So each week they get 1 book, and if they bring that back, they can get 1 more. Second grade is 2 books, third grade is 3 books, and 4th through 6th grade is as many as needed. If the books are checked out over 2 weeks, they become overdue. Once a student has only even just 1 overdue book, then checkouts are suspended. They can still renew a book if they have it with them, but as far as getting new books, they cannot get new books until we resolve the overdue book. A lot of overdue books are lost, and lost books easily hide in your house. I understand. I have 3 children. I know how that happens. If a student has lost a book, I tell them that they can have their family write a note or send me an email and just let me know the name of the student and that you are looking for the book. If you think you turned it into Anderson Library, I can still mark it as lost, and then they mail me any Wilson books that they get in each month. Each school year, I do allow every student at Wilson to mark 1 book as lost. If more than 1 book is lost, I ask them to either replace the book and buy the same title, and so we can have it in our library again, or pay for me to replace the book. If you have questions about that, please feel free to email me. As far as technology, we are so lucky at Forest Hills. Students in grade 3 to 6 are all 1-to-1 with a Chromebook. Many students have access to iPads and Chromebooks in their classrooms. Even though they're not 1-to-1, they still might be at a 1-to-2 ratio. Some of the things that I teach them with technology is Google. So we are a Google Apps for Education district. And with Google, we have email and Drive, and the students have access to Calendar. And the Google emails are all in this safe portal. So a student 6th grade and under is only able to email within the foresthills.edu domain. So they would only be able to send and receive emails to other students and staff in the Forest Hills district. And then once they go to Nagel, those emails open up and they can go outside of district. Weebly is a software we use for creating websites. Currently we teach them how to design websites in 4th through 6th grade. We have iPads and numerous apps, Chromebooks. All along the way, we are teaching students how to be good digital citizens. That involves taking care of others, standing up for others, saying appropriate things, also keeping care of yourself and keeping your personal information safe. Also, making good choices online. We also have Schoology, which is an online resource for students to interact within their classrooms. Symbaloo as a collaborative bookmarking site. And then the students don't have direct access to Twitter, but a lot of the teachers use Twitter to get information out to their classes and out to the world. As far as my expectations for students when they're learning, we follow the Wilson way in the library by taking care of ourselves, others, and our wonderful Wilson school. The students, what will they experience? A lot of the things they will experience, I explained when we were talking about our different types of technology. But here's some more details. A big part is also reading. So I have reading strategies on there and destiny and types of books. Here's the special schedule. You might want to pause it to find your library days. And you can contact me at Wilson Elementary. Thanks for listening. Have a great day.